Hey everybody! Today we're going to make something awesome. You might notice if you look at my channel that my meatloaf recipe is #1 on my all-time viewing chart. So I decided to do another meatloaf video. This one is even better. Why? It's got bacon and barbecue. What goes better? Bam! Here it is. Bacon barbecue meatloaf. Let me show you how we do it. Can I just tell you how excited I am about this meatloaf? This meatloaf is so stinking good. I know I have another one out there, and it's done pretty good, actually, on the viewership. However, this one takes meatloaf to a different level. And we start that level off with these onions. Because what's better with barbecue than sauteed onions? It's going to give it such a layer of flavor, and it's also going to help keep the meatloaf moist. Let's just put these in the pan. What would barbecue bacon meatloaf be without bacon? This is 4 slices. And I'm just going to cut it up into lardons. Alright, let's get these going. You may be asking yourself, really? A big old meatloaf is only going to have 4 pieces of bacon? Is that really all the bacon you're going to use, Jimmy Dick? And to that, I have to say, hail to the no, no. We are now sauteing our onions in a tablespoon of butter and a pinch of salt. That'll help release some of the water that's in there, and it'll help with the sugars too. So the thing about onions, when you're doing this, don't do it on real high heat. You want to do it on medium heat, and you have to stir them a lot. Otherwise, they'll burn, and burnt onions are bitter. Caramelized onions, on the other hand, are sweet. So, plus this is so good, you want to baby this. Little baby meatloaf. This is gonna start cooking in a second, but obviously it's the bacon. Next we're gonna chop up 1 green onion. Look at that. When you cut it that way, there's no seeds everywhere. How awesome is that? It's a green pepper, sorry. The green peppers will also help keep the meatloaf moist. Here's a tip: when you're sauteing your onions, if they get dry in the bottom and they're not caramelized yet, add a little water or beer. Well, our bacon has reached its crispy goodness, so I'm going to remove it. Why do I want to cook it till it's really, really crispy? Because it really does pronounce the flavor of bacon. It makes it stronger, and it doesn't get lost in the meatloaf. Our onions are super soft right now, and I tasted one and they're very sweet. They've been going for like 15-20 minutes. So this is 1 green pepper. We're going to stir this together and saute it up as well. Once these are soft and done, I'm just going to take them off and let them cool. So I got 2 eggs going in here, which I'm going to add a little pinch of salt and pepper. Look, it smokes pretty strong. And what that's going to do is add a little smokiness to it, to the meat, and it just, you know, what goes better with barbecue than a little smokiness? 2 slices of bread. Cut it into wee little pieces and pour a little bit of milk on there. Just a little bit. What I like to do with this meatloaf is mix all my seasoning in a bowl. That way you don't have a little patch of something over here and a little extra something over here. So, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of good kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of coarsely ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon ground mustard, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, and 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt. Then, for a little extra something, a few shakes of red pepper flakes. Just going to mix it all up together. Next to the meat part of our meatloaf, I got a pound of 93.7 lean ground beef. And I got ground pork. When you mix these two together, it adds a lot of good flavor to it as well. Just loosely mix that together. Then I'm going to put our seasoning mix on it. I don't want to over mix my meatloaf. Our peppery eggs with all that good liquid smoke. I'm going to take my bread that I soaked in just a little bit of milk. Squeeze out any additional, there's not a whole lot. I didn't like bury it in milk. Put our bread in here. Then I'm going to put in 2/3 cup of barbecue sauce. I mean, it is barbecued bacon meatloaf. So here's my crumbly bacon, but look, some of them didn't come apart and they're a little big. So I'm just going to give this a little rough chop-a-do. A very important step. In you go. Bacon with your delicious self. Also, to add to the moisture and to help it and the flavor, we're going to add 2 cups of cheddar cheese inside the meatloaf. What? It's true. I found this. It's called State of Cheddar. It has 4 different types of cheddar. I thought it sounded good. So bam, there it is. 1/2 cup of oats. Just dried old oats. That's going to help with the binder. And my peppers and onions are done. And I put them on a plate to help them cool. Spread them out. A lot going on in this meatloaf. And all that means is there's a lot of flavor going on in this meatloaf. We're going to cover this with saran wrap. And we're going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour or 2. I made this early in the day. That'll help it solidify a little bit and make it easier to mold. It'll let these little oats you see start to absorb the moisture and expand. Alright, it's been several hours. Let's unwrap this baby. Man, that's a good cling wrap. Let's bring it out. Form it into a loaf. And I don't make mine real tall anymore because I'm tired of having raw meatloaf in the middle. Remember when I said that wasn't all the bacon? It's because I was telling the truth. Let's put a piece in the middle. Give it a little tuck under. Another one. Put that one over there. All the barbecue sauce. Smells wonderful. I'm going to let this sit out now for an hour just to come to room temperature. Alright, in the oven we're going. So it has been 1 hour. It's time for glaze. The barbecue sauce. KC masterpiece, I just love it. Alright, that's going back in the oven. I'm going to put it back in at 375. The hotter temperature is going to cook all the outside more. Look at that. Alright, final round. Drizzle down the sides. I'm going to crank it up to 500 for 4 minutes. Did I say 500? What a dummy. We're going to put this back in the oven at 425 for 5 minutes. Here it is after that last 5 minutes. I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes and then I'm going to plate it up. Ah, scram! Check it out. Barbecued bacon meatloaf. Ain't nothing like it. Hope you try it. If you do, let me know. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up.